Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're discussing the hype around clean beauty and what exactly clean beauty means. So clean beauty is a new buzzword that I've seen bouncing around all over the beauty industry. So on the Sephora website, it certifies that clean beauty means that any product that's clean is free from these following ingredients: sulfates, SLS and SLES, parabens, formaldehydes, formaldehyde releasing agents, phthalates, mineral oil, retinol palmitate, oxybenzone, coal tar, hydroquinone, triclosan, and triclocarban. All skincare, makeup, and hair brands with a clean seal have less than 1% of synthetic fragrances. So that is what clean beauty means. Notice how it doesn't say anything about how it's better for you or it's better for the environment. It just means that it's free from those ingredients. So now that we know what clean beauty means exactly, let's break this down. The first thing on their list of ingredient no-nos is SLS, which stands for sodium lauryl sulfate. Now, I actually agree with this one because sodium lauryl sulfate is not my favorite cleansing agent or surfactant. I find it to be very harsh and very stripping on the skin, and of course, you never want to use something very stripping on the skin because your natural skin barrier is something really critical to the health of your skin, and so you want to make sure that you're not using a cleanser that's really harsh on your skin, because then you're stripping away its natural oils and natural moisture, and that's going to result in your skin barrier being damaged. The next ingredient is sodium laureth sulfate, or SLES. I actually disagree with this one. I actually like sodium laureth sulfate a fair amount. I find it to be a pretty gentle surfactant. It's not stripping on the skin, and so I'm not really sure why it's on this list. And the next one is parabens, and this is fear-mongering. Parabens are not actually that bad for you. So there are actually no conclusive studies that validate the notion that parabens are actually bad for you. So until there's evidence that there is a risk for parabens being bad for you, I don't think there's anything to worry about. There's just no evidence to prove that. Next one is formaldehydes, and this sounds scary, and it is kind of scary because formaldehyde is obviously a very toxic ingredient. But in reality, it's not all that scary, guys. Toxicology dictates that the dosage is what makes something toxic and not the actual ingredient itself. So if you obviously swallow or put a ton of formaldehyde on your skin, like, yes, it's going to be bad for you, but in very low doses, it's completely harmless. And also, I have yet to see formaldehyde on any ingredients list, so I'm not really sure why formaldehyde is on here. So I find this kind of confusing. So formaldehyde releasing agents is the next ingredient, same story as formaldehyde. The next one is phthalates. Now this one is a little bit confusing. So there are like 3 main phthalates that have been used in like personal care products. There's DBT, DMP, and DEP. So DBP is dibutyl phthalate, and it's a plasticizer used in products to help with nail polish to prevent like cracking of the nail polish to make it more plasticky. DMP is dimethyl phthalate, and this helps to avoid stiffness in hairspray by creating like a flexible film on the hair. And then also diethyl phthalate is used as a solvent and fixative in fragrances. So notice how all of these phthalates are not found in skincare or makeup products. It's in nail polish, hairspray, and fragrances. I find this kind of misleading because while I understand that for a hair product to be phthalate free, that makes sense. For a makeup product or skincare product to be claimed to be phthalate free, this is just kind of stupid to me because phthalates wouldn't be found in these products at all in the first place. Next one is mineral oil. Now mineral oil is a very cheap, very inexpensive skincare product, or not really a skincare product, but it's like an ingredient used in cosmetics and in skincare. But it's not actually bad for your skin. It's composed of really giant molecules that can't penetrate very deep down into your skin. People get scared because mineral oil is the distillate of petroleum, and obviously you don't need to be putting petroleum on your skin. But it's not actually all that bad for your skin. It's just a cheap ingredient. It's not the highest quality ingredient necessarily, but it's not anything bad for your skin. I personally use mineral oil sometimes to remove makeup. Next one is retinol palmitate. Now this one kind of blew my mind because retinol palmitate is naturally found in your skin. So I was like, why is this on an ingredients list call out when it's naturally found in your skin? Retinol palmitate is a fantastic antioxidant. It is so good for being an antioxidant. Now I can see why people would be hesitant to apply retinol palmitate to their skin because there is a photosensitivity component to it, as in when you apply retinol palmitate, it increases your skin sensitivity to light or the sunlight and causes burning and more aging. But if you are sunscreen, you have nothing to worry about. Photosensitivity also arises from using AHA products or alpha hydroxy acid products, and so I don't see AHAs on here on the list, so I'm not really sure why retinol palmitate has been singled out as a single ingredient to be worried about, when in reality it's naturally found in your skin, and there are tons of other ingredients as well that cause photosensitivity. So Oxybenzone is the next ingredient in the call out list, and I kind of get this one. But again, this is fear mongering, just like the parabens thing, because there's no conclusive evidence that oxybenzone is present in a large enough amount to cause any sort of significant hormonal disruption in humans. I found a paper that reported that you would have to use oxybenzone sunscreen continuously for 277 years for it to be an equivalent enough amount to cause a noticeable hormonal effect, so therefore it's considered safe. And this makes sense to me. Like I said earlier, toxicology dictates that dosage makes the poison, not the actual thing itself. So just keep that in mind. The next ingredient is coal tar, and I was like, what? Because I've never seen coal tar before in an ingredients list in my life, so I'm very confused about this one. The next one is hydroquinone, and hydroquinone gets a bad rep because it is quite powerful, but it is safe to use for treating hyperpigmentation at least. But I feel like there are better alternatives out there, so I kind of get why this is on the list, because it is not the best ingredient, but it is certainly not an unsafe ingredient if you use it in the right way. And then the last ingredients are triclosan and triclocarban. So triclosan and triclocarban are antifungal and antibacterial agents, which are very, very, very important to formulations of beauty products, because obviously you don't want fungus in your beauty product, and you also don't want bacteria in there because that could cause a lot of infections for your skin. But these ingredients were banned by the FDA in 2016, so hopefully we're not seeing any of these ingredients in beauty products at all. So now let's discuss if clean beauty is actually better for you. And my opinion is that no, it's not. In a beauty product, the ingredients in the formulation are the two things that matter the most when it comes to how effective it's going to be on your skin. Now, just because something is free of these products doesn't necessarily mean that it's better for you. It might give you peace of mind that these potentially harmful or toxic ingredients are not in your skincare or your makeup, but natural does not necessarily mean better. And I want to give you an example that I thought of earlier today, and I was thinking maybe you found this like all natural moisturizer that doesn't have any preservatives, any fragrances, any artificial fragrances, nothing, just a clean, pure moisturizer. The problem with this is that because it doesn't have any preservatives, if you're open to infection in your skin, it's possible that depending on the packaging, whether it's a jar or a squeeze tube, or it doesn't actually matter because products go bad no matter what, you might experience bacterial growth or fungus growth inside of the product, and when you put it on your skin, that can leave your skin open to a lot of infection. That's the first concern that I'd be worried about. My second concern is that it doesn't contain any sort of stabilizer. Stabilizers are really important to keeping the product stable, obviously, and making sure that it's at the right pH and that it doesn't denature over time too quickly. What I'm trying to get at here is that we need chemicals. We need chemicals for our beauty products to be safe. So all in all, no, I don't think clean beauty is better for you necessarily. Just because something is natural doesn't mean that it's better for you. Poison ivy is natural, and you obviously don't want to rub poison ivy all over your body. I find that clean beauty is just a really savvy marketing term used by beauty companies to appeal to a certain demographic, and it's very effective, and I have to give them props for that. But from a scientific standpoint, there's nothing that says that clean beauty is ultimately better for your skin. So those are basically my thoughts on clean beauty. Let's have a discussion in the comments down below whether you think clean beauty is worth the hype or not. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. But I think that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching and spending this time with me. Have a beautiful week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!